me clean your dirty lens, you filthy devil. Morning, folks. Welcome to another Stuff Picks. The person we're filming today is called Isa. She is the head of customer service at Urban Rider. And she also works in the shop, so you may well see her there at some point. But most importantly, she lives quite close to me. So my commute isn't actually that bad today. However, it's still not fast enough for a transition, so let me skip to the interesting part. In a bit. I'd say this probably is it the nicest coffee? It's because it's got that little extra in it, hazelnut in it. Yeah. It does add something to it. No one's keeping track of the nicest coffee award. They're keeping track of the exhaust award, obviously. Oh yeah, well I have a Acropovic, that's how you say it.
So we have two bikes. We're going to focus on yours.
The MT-07.
To begin with, right? Yeah.
That's my daily commuters, my little baby.
And you've tried a few different bikes before this one, haven't you?
Yes, I actually went through more than I should probably. I had the MT stolen before and I went back to the MT as well.
Yeah.
I had the ER6F, Z650, XJ6 in the meantime as well, but I went back to NM MT-07.
It's a good choice. So what is it about this that you like
for my commute, when we're chatting about the motorway and the city, it's perfect. Yeah. It's more on the lightweight and it's just easy to maneuver and etc. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun to ride as well.
Do you get to ride it fun? Do you get to take it out for pleasure rather than just
Yes,
commuting?
I do, yeah.
Probably not as much as you would want
Not
to.
as much. You know, when you ride a lot during the week, sometimes when you get to the weekends, but in the weather like this, I kind of want to just take it out for a spin now. Yeah. And if you're a bit shorter than me, it's perfect because it kind of, I'm flat on my feet, which is good. It was an original colorway that I wanted to go for. Yeah. But I like it now.
What color were you drawn to more, the black and yellow?
Red.
Oh, the red?
There was the red one as well.
Okay.
That's the older gen as well because there's a newer version.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of the headlight on the newer ones.
Yeah, I'm not either.
They just look too futuristic to Transformers.
Yeah, they're like stacked on top of each other, I think, the headlights now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And I take it we're submitting the MT-07 for your exhaust competition.
Yes. Are you going to put like a funny sound
No,
there?
I promise you. I won't tamper with your exhaust noise at all.
This one, it doesn't have a standard exhaust. It has an Acra on it, so it does sound a bit better than the standard, so...
I like it. I think we've done enough of them now. I'm actually going to give you a little cut of all the exhausts together and people can vote on this one and tell us which one's best. Start it up then so we can actually hear it.
The noise, you would be surprised, man. The noise is actually really good.
Sorry.
Yeah, so there you go.
Who's your favourite so far?
I'm not going to say it because they're going to put me on the sides. I can't say it.
You can tell me off camera.
No, exactly. Let's do that. I'm not going to say it out loud in front of a camera because it's going to be used against me in the future.
Okay, good point. That's sensible. So we will go, as always, top down. So we're going to start from helmet down to boots.
Yeah, so we have the SHOEI GLAMSTER. I think everyone knows a GLAMSTER by now as well.
Pretty much everyone knows a GLAMSTER, yeah. And I should say as well, you work in the shop. So you are very accustomed to explaining the benefits and stuff to someone who's looking to buy.
Recommend the size.
To recommend and help someone with them. Is there any tips that you would give someone if they were wondering how to size their helmet? What do you normally say to someone?
So when you're in the store, we try to measure your head
circumference of your head.
Yeah, thank you. The most important part is the top of the head. Mm-hmm. You don't want to feel any pressure, any points or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Squeezing cheeks is absolutely normal. This is absolutely normal. It's not that you need a bigger size. This will give in and mold to your face. But the most important thing is you need to feel comfortable and it has to be the smallest fit as you can, basically.
Yeah, because your head might fit differently to your face.
Exactly.
You can also change cheek pieces. That always helps as well.
Yeah, you can change cheek pads on the GLAMSTER and also the liner. And there is a massive options to choose from on those ones.
For colours and stuff, yeah. So this is quite a nice one. I think I'm getting from your gear that you like the colour black. You like stuff being understated.
I'm afraid I'm not going to have much colour options. Everything is black.
Yeah. Is there anything else you're looking at helmet-wise that you would consider?
I was also looking, but another SHOEI, the NXR2. It's a bit more aggressive look as well, and it kind of maybe for when you caught in a heavy rain might be a bit better suitable option.
I would say so.
Yeah, because with the GLAMSTER, it's a great helmet. It's a great looking helmet. The only thing is it has the vents here.
Yes.
And if you caught in a very heavy rain for a longer period of time, that might not be the best option.
But you can at least close the forehead, and it has got pin lock. So
exactly. Yeah. So it works for most of the year, 100%, and it's a very good looking helmet, like I said before. And SHOEI is a very good brand, so 100% we recommend it.
I love the fit on a SHOEI, really do. Next, we will move on to your jackets. We've got something we're very familiar with, mentioned a few times, but a ladies version. I know obviously fit is a very different thing between guys and girls, right?
Yeah, so in general, Urban Pro, we always recommend to go a size up or two. You do need to kind of feel it. It's kind of like a second skin, but then you need to also feel comfortable on the bike.
Of course.
And obviously the whole idea behind those is that you can put jumper, hoodie, a leather jacket on top of it. So that's what I would do.
So yeah, you typically will wear this with something over the top.
Yeah, so peak summer, in the morning when I have to ride in, because obviously we have to leave quite early when it's still a bit chilly in the morning, I will literally just put a fashion leather jacket on top or a hoodie. And then on the way back, when it's quite nice, like 26 degrees or something, I would just shove it in the back and I would just wear that on top of a normal t-shirt, and that was it.
And do you like the fit of this?
I do. Yeah. I really do. It does feel like a second skin. The ventilation on it is brilliant because it's a mesh jacket throughout. Yeah. But no, the fit is great. It comes fully armored.
Yeah, so the armour is a little bit on the thicker side than some, but obviously
yes, 100%.
You haven't been knocked off. I'm assuming you take your armour very seriously now.
Yeah. This is also the MK1 version, which is the oldest, the first one they released.
So there is a new version. I think another version actually coming soon as well.
Yes. So this is the very first one, and I had it since, and I still have it, and it's still going strong, and it's great. I love it.
Good choice. And when it's not quite as nice outside, for the winter option, you have a Fuel Safari, isn't it, this one?
Yes, that's the Fuel Safari. So it's the ladies version, which is great because some brands, they don't do a specific model in a ladies version. Yeah. Sometimes you can get a men's. You just might have go size down. Okay. But then obviously, if you want a bit more fitted, especially like if you have a bit of more curves and you want to kind of show it, anything with the belt and like with that safari jacket, it looks absolutely stunning. And it does really work. And also with the size, I'm usually a size large in tops in general. But in a lot of brands, I have to go a size up. But with this one, it's a large and it's perfect. It does have a bit of stretch to it. Yeah. And it just sits very nice.
And it's AAA rated?
It's AAA rated, and it also has this little pocket at the back. Yeah. With, how would you call it?
I think it's a rain cover.
It has a rain cover, yeah.
So for gloves, I quite like doing the sort of summer lighter option first as well. So we'll go for the Gig Pro.
Gig Pro.
Gig Pro.
Gig Pro.
So TUCANO URBANO Gig Pro, and it's the same as JJ, I think, had these as well.
Yes, actually, yeah. And these are they don't have a ladies version, but to be honest, I would just say they are unisex. Usually what they do in women's gloves, they make them much more smaller. Yeah. But to be honest, sometimes I struggle to fit my hand in satin. So this is, I believe, an extra small in those particular ones.
That would make sense, yeah.
Which is perfect, and I really like the perforated for the summer. It works. Then you have the D3O inserts for the protection. Yeah, I didn't have to break them much in as well. Yeah, because the leather is quite nice and smooth already.
And you've got flexible bits between the fingers as well.
Exactly. Yeah, they're very comfortable to ride.
And then for winter, well, actually, you've got something that obviously helps make these more of a winter glove as well. So you've got the HYDRA 2.
Yes.
Ladies version.
Yes.
So you've got hard knuckle armor on these for one.
Yeah.
It's got soft palm armor for another.
Yeah. They kind of more on the longer time as well, so it's quite nice. Keeps you a bit. The air doesn't go that much in the jacket. Yeah,
so it sort of is it's like a mid cuff, but it's a really snug mid cuff that fits under your sleeve really easily.
Yeah, so, exactly.
I like that.
At the beginning, they do take time to break in a bit, but then later it's perfect.
Yeah. Fully waterproof, obviously.
Fully waterproof, and to be honest, this got me. I don't know if you remember, we had this very harsh storms at some point, like 2-3 years ago, where I didn't know if I'm going to make it home. I was in like a motorway and you couldn't see, and they kept me dry and warm-ish because I didn't have these yet, basically.
Yeah. So actually they did reasonably well even by themselves, but when it is like it is now and you're leaving early in the morning and it's 1 degree out.
Exactly. And to be honest, this winter we have quite much more harsh winter, and just before we had the minus weather coming up, we got these in the shop and in the warehouse, which is the Infinium Gore-Tex gloves. You get them literally just to be like a second skin on top of it, and they do keep you quite warm, and then you just put any glove on top of it.
Interesting, because they are quite slim, but they obviously add enough warmth, probably because there's like a pocket of air between that and the glove.
Yeah, they're quite breathable as well, but they do keep you warm, and to be honest, sometimes I use them when I'm cold in the shop.
I can imagine. Nice. On the computer.
Yeah, I don't deal with cold much well anymore, so I would literally, they would see me typing and I'm there with my gloves. It's like,
surely Andy can plump up for a heater and just keep you warm. You're right near the door though, so
I just get cold now. it's just the age, you know.
What's your threshold? I guess you have got a train, but probably you ride every time you have to go into work, right? Unless it's snowing.
Only take a train if the bike is in the garage. Or literally that.
Yeah.
I rode to the store when we had the snow.
I love it. So you're probably the hardiest rider of everyone.
You saw the hill, right? So we also have a GSXR 750.
So this is your partner's bike, but you obviously ride as well.
Yeah. So I wasn't much of a fan of sports bikes, but it's actually getting me to kind of gravitate to them, and been thinking to actually getting one as well, maybe. You see a lot of people riding the 750s because a lot of people prefer the 750s down, because 1000 is a bit too big.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you consider the 600?
No.
No.
It was, my partner was like, 750, spot on, that's the bike. And he got the bike.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much time to ride it, so I try to take it for a spin once in a while.
Yeah, you need to keep it ticking over.
Yeah,
exactly.
of course, you know.
You're doing him a favour when you take it out, really.
Exactly, right? So no, but the MT is definitely, and I don't know if you noticed, I have a little memorial for JJ on the MT as well.
The moustache, was that because of him?
That was from his leaving though.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So, and it kind of stayed, so we miss you, JJ.
I will remember.
In terms of legwear, this is a brand I see pop up a lot, and it was probably, if any woman was asking me what to recommend for trousers, it's probably the brand I'd steer them towards. So MOTOGIRL leggings.
MOTOGIRL, I am absolute big fan of MOTOGIRL, and the ladies know it. It's a brand designed by ladies for ladies. Basically, the fit that they do is just, it works, and it works for any body shape. These are abused, and to be honest, I crashed wearing these, and that was the accident I was chatting earlier where I ended up in the hospital with the, So you will see the Kevlar is intact because it's a double layer.
Yeah.
It has some bits and bobs on the knees, like here.
Little
but
scuffs.
intact is perfectly fine.
Very good. And the other ones, so you've got a AAA rated pair down there as well.
Yes, so we have the SHOEI.
Sherry. So you've got the same sort of ribbing on your knees as well?
Yeah, again, they come with hip and knee. UK 16 as well. Looking pretty much like as the other ones, just much more breathable and thinner.
And then the other ones that you've got there?
So these are my new favorite. This is one of the newer models that they released, which is the LARA cargo trousers. And I love the features on them, basically. You know, have the pockets, very subtle logo, but it's still there, which I absolutely love MOTOGIRL for. The way they look, and it kind of makes it more badass, I would say. Something more, a bit aggressive.
And you've got pockets, storage.
Pockets, yes, pockets, ladies, pockets, right? We know the struggle with pockets in jeans for ladies.
I've seen it. I don't know the struggle personally, but I have seen a lot about
fair.
that struggle, so
It's just not fair. And the other thing, what's brilliant about these is you have those buckles that basically you kind of adjust it so it gives you that nice in shape again. These ones in particular are single A rated because they're more like more summer. You wouldn't really wear them in the winter, and they, because the single A, probably not really use them much on the motorway, but I do anyways because they just look so good and I love them.
So next we've got your boots. We're going to start with TCX actually.
Yes, so
you've got some very worn TCX boots down there.
I mean, I'm quite ashamed to. I mean, the way she just went for it, like, I don't care. No, so these are TCX Rooks, I believe.
Okay.
And as you can see, they went through a lot.
Did you get these when you first passed? Are these one of your first boots?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, for the amount of life they've had, they've lasted reasonably well. Well enough for you to consider another TCX. You like the brand.
Exactly,
right?
yeah, that's where we're going. So I recently treated myself to these Blend 2.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just a big fan of TCX because I think JJ was also chatting about the Blend, but the brown version, waterproof version. So these are actually the Gore-Tex ones.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, for my commute, he was doing a city riding 20-minute commute, he could have.
And he had a scooter as well. It was just blocking the water from his shoes.
Yeah, Jaden, his scooter, well, rest in peace, the scooter, right?
I will remember.
So it's not a ladies version, but to be honest, what I would like to say when it comes to any footwear, if you can find your shoe size in unisex or men's, whatever, go for it. And especially if you have a bit more bigger calves, definitely, because I struggle when I try the ladies, but they are fully waterproof, Gore-Tex. Yeah, I mean, I just love them.
And then you've got some more casual footwear.
Yeah.
So you've got the Arrow. Again, these are the gents or unisex kind of version, but you've gone for a small
Yeah,
size 6 again.
but there is a ladies version of these. I believe they're a bit higher and they have slightly bit more design to it.
Right.
But again, I just prefer to go for the unisex
It's nice to go for
men's.
flats as well, right?
Exactly.
It's
And again, like we were
comfortable.
talking, because I'm more like, I have a gear for summer and then a gear for winter.
Yeah.
Perforated, it will keep your
Yeah.
feet nice and, you
Yeah.
know, get a bit of air
Yeah.
rather than sweating your socks off. They were very
Completely. And then the other thing you've got on the bike, which I should probably explain, I'll flash up pictures of the bike if you can't see it, but you've got BIKETRAC on there as well.
Yes.
Fitted by Max?
Vanoni, yes,
Yeah,
Max
okay.
Vanoni. He saves me more than everyone knows sometimes with the bike, and because my commute, you know, one little thing indicates something. Max,
Yeah.
I need help,
Handy.
etc.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, a friend.
He's been looking forward for this for the whole time.
I wanted you to interrupt at some point, and here you are. Did you bring me a toy? I could
No,
see.
I hide-
it's
I
a
hide
wrapper. You brought me a wrapper.
Oh my god.
Very nice.
He has toys, yeah. He has
He
plenty
does
of
have
toys.
I've seen most of them. He's shown me all of them. He's
Yeah,
very
the
nearly got
noisy
camera.
ones were put away. He had enough.
You can have that with you. There you go. Otherwise, it looks like I'm being messy. I'll put it there.
BIKETRAC, yes.
Yes.
I love it. You know, the feature that you have on the phone with the app, it shows me when my battery goes low, which I perfectly love it. I like the feature that kind of when something happens, you can put a notification that the person that it's on it gets a notification as well, if you like drop the bike or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I like it because obviously, again, commute, you never know what's going to happen, and
Completely.
sometimes it's not up to us. I love it. And I also had the bike stolen before, so it's
good
a
thing.
paranoia.
Yeah. No, completely. And they can do it right under your nose. They're quite bold about it, so it's good to have.
I mean, it was pure daylight that I got mine stolen.
Yeah.
And to be honest, this one, as soon as you know you don't have the key in the ignition, they'll call you. I get message, email, and a phone call, and my partner is on it as well.
Okay.
So he will get it, and sometimes he's like, your bike is moved. I'm like, Q, it's me.
Yeah.
No, the BIKETRAC is great. I love it. It gives you a bit of peace of mind.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the coffee. Thank you for the cat that's having a great time by himself over there.
Yeah, he's
No one can
just a
see
cat. Yeah.
Yeah, I will see you again, hopefully soon, because we don't cross paths as much as we should.
Thank you for coming and for the chat.
If you've got any questions as well, you're the one that'll actually see them probably first of
Yeah,
anyone,
so
drop them down below. and
yeah,
you can
exactly.
speak.
So I'm the one that actually replies to comments on YouTube. So Isabella, that's the same person. It's me. Any emails, phone calls, I'm usually the one that replies or gets your issues resolved. Hopefully, most of the time. Please don't hate me. No, I try to do the best I can in my job, and our customers are lovely.
Thank you very much for watching. We will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.